If you're in an accident, automobile insurance might help you avoid financial ruin. You could be held accountable for accident-related injuries and damage if you don't have it. Fortunately, there are many different types of insurance to select from. The quantity of protection you get is determined by the type you buy. Liability, collision, personal injury protection, uninsured and underinsured motorist, comprehensive, and medical costs are the most typical vehicle insurance coverages. When comparing quotes for a new policy or reviewing an existing one, it's critical to understand how each one can help protect you. Welcome back to another video, and this time we're talking about several types of auto insurance. With the exception of New Hampshire and Virginia, all states require licensed drivers to carry liability insurance. Why? Because it aids in the protection of other road users. If you cause an accident, your liability coverage kicks in to cover any injuries or property damage you cause to others, according to the limits of your policy. You might have to pay for medical expenses and repairs out of pocket if you don't have it. You could also face fines and other consequences if you drive without insurance. Also, keep in mind that your state's minimum standards for liability coverage are unlikely to cover injuries and property damage in the event of a serious accident. As a result, choosing larger limits provides more protection. Third-party car insurance is required to drive on the roads under the Motor Vehicles Act. To avoid out-of-pocket costs on your part, the sum assured should be sufficient for the driving conditions. Second, collision insurance in all 50 states. Collision coverage is a choice. If you have a car loan or lease though, your lender or leasing company will almost certainly require it. Collisions with other vehicles. Collision coverage covers for your car's damages up to its actual monetary worth in the event of an accident with another vehicle, regardless of who is at fault. Colliding with stationary objects. If you hit a stationary item, like a fence or a garage, collision pays for that damage. Your vehicle will be declared a total loss if the cost of repairs exceeds its current fair market value. If this happens, the firm will write you a check for the automobile's true cash value, which you can use to help you buy a new car. When a claim is filed under the collision coverage policy, the ITV less cumulative depreciation determines the maximum amount payable under the policy. If you financed your automobile, you should have collision coverage. Personal injury protection is number 3. Some states require personal injury protection or PIP coverage, while others do not, so verify your state's regulations. Personal injury protection insurance may pay for some medical bills and lost wages as a result of the accident. Personal injury protection may pay up to 80% of medical and other expenditures resulting from a covered accident, depending on the policy limitations. The extent of PIP coverage varies by state. It might include compensation for medical bills, lost wages, and funeral costs for you and your passengers. Personal accident vehicle insurance coverage is used when you want to protect yourself, i.e. the owner-driver of the automobile, by selecting for payment of medical bills following an accident. Uninsured and underinsured motorist protection is number 4. Despite the fact that nearly every state requires drivers to have liability insurance, many people do not. 1 out of every 8 drivers in the United States was uninsured, according to the Insurance Research Council. Uninsured and underinsured motorist coverage assists in the reimbursement of accident-related costs. If you are hit by an uninsured driver or a driver whose policy limits are insufficient to pay your expenses, this coverage kicks in. Some states mandate that drivers have UIM coverage, while others do not. Number 5. All-encompassing coverage. Unless the incident is with a deer, comprehensive insurance covers drivers against damage not caused by a collision. It protects against extreme weather, theft, vandalism, and animal damage, among other things. In all states, comprehensive coverage is preferable to collision coverage. If you have a loan or a lease, though, your lender or leaseholder will almost certainly require it. This form of coverage provides the most protection because it includes third-party liability damage to one's own car, personal accident coverage, and all non-collisional damage, such as storms, floods, fire, and theft. A comprehensive car insurance coverage can be enhanced with a variety of add-ons. Medical payments are number 6. Medical bills after an accident can be rather costly. Regardless of who is at fault, medical payments coverage can assist pay for medical expenses associated to a covered accident. After an accident, medical payments coverage can assist pay for medical bills or funeral expenses for you and your passengers. Unlike personal injury protection, however, this extra coverage usually does not cover lost income. Also, if you're wounded while riding in someone else's car, medical payments can help pay for your care. It also covers payments if you are struck by a car while walking. Medical payments coverage has no deductibles or co-payments, although policy limits are often far lower than personal injury protection limits. That's all the time we have for you today. If you appreciated the content of this video, please subscribe so you can be notified when we upload more videos like these. Please leave a comment and let us know if you have any further recommendations or comments. I'd be delighted to have a look. Remember to hit the like button and smash the subscribe button. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next video.